Hey, welcome to my YouTube video. My name is Kanchefu, and in today's video, since we're in quarantine or lockdown, there's not that much to do. So I hit up one of the people from I.Dentify, and if you don't know what I.Dentify is, it's a community I've created full of creatives, from graphic designers, painters, illustrators, models, singers, photographers, videographers. There's such a crazy amount of people within it, and it's growing daily. If you want to know more information about it, click the link in the description and hit them up. So I hit up one of the people, Ashton, and recently he's been making food dyed clothes. So I thought, let's have a shot at that. Let's see how it goes. I got my 2 white tops here, and he's gonna teach us how to make the food dyed clothes. And if you're new, why not click the subscribe button and welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We're gonna hop in the kitchen and he's gonna come on the screen and tell us what to do.
Thank you to Jerry for having me on the channel. I'm Ashton and I'm a fashion comm student. All this needs, but what I'm going to be doing today is just a white t-shirt, which I'm going to be using here, and we're going to make a natural dye, which we're going to use to just dye the shirt. I'll show you an example of one that I've done the other day, which is just on here. All I used to do this was onions, salt and water, and a jar which I put the shirt in. I'll show you all the steps now. This is the ingredients I'm going to use today. Use a cabbage, some flowers, I've got some roses, some geraniums, and I've got some onions, like onion peels. But really at the end of the day you can use many items. You can use things like coffee, you can use turmeric, avocado peels, really. And if you don't have those and you can't go to the store right now, it's understandable. You can use some of the items in your garden too. Like I've used flowers, you can use flowers. You can use things like nettles. Anyway, I'm going to take you over the cooking process and how to do it. So I'm going to start with just using one of these cabbages. I'm going to cut it up just into a couple smaller bits, so it's easier. It's quite tough, I must be honest. So once I've cut this all up, I'm just going to throw it into the pot of water, and I'm going to boil it for around about an hour. And sometimes it will boil over, but if you just keep it on maybe a medium heat setting, and from time to time turn it down, but never switch it off, it'll go through the process. It'll start off quite light. You're not going to expect it. You're not going to see any changes within the first few minutes. The water will still stay the same color, but when it gets towards the end of that hour, the water will change a lot darker. So that's normal. I'll cut them into sizes about it. So what you want to do, we go over to your water. So I'm using a jar about this big to keep the t-shirt in. The reason I'm using this, just because it seals a little bit better, and also I can fill it to the brim and keep the top in it. So what I'll do, which I've already done, I'll fill this with just water, just empty it into here. I'm going to start off with having it on the max heat setting, just so I can get this done a little bit quicker. I'm going to add to this some salt, about, I want to say 4 teaspoons. And you can use salt for dyes, Epsom dyes, and those are professional dyes you can use, and you can also use vinegar as well. I'm just going to add in the cabbage. A friend of mine actually taught me how to do this. I've done one with turmeric recently, and that one actually added daisies to a portion of the turmeric because they're a lot stronger. For example, the turmeric's more potent. You don't need it to leave it in for as long. You can put that in for about 30 minutes and you'll be good.
Why did you do that? You ruined it.
Sorry, man.
Anyways, go right to the next.
And for now, what I'll do, just put a lid on top of that. That way I'm just going to keep the heat in. And then I can turn down the heat a little bit after that. Okay, this isn't the right size for this, but I mean, maybe you might have one in your house that actually fits. So, well, I'll get back to you when this is all done.
I'm in the kitchen right now, and as Ashton said, you can use many different things. Right now I've got cabbage and I'm gonna use coffee. So right now I'm just gonna cut the cabbage just how we done. know what? When it was doing it, it looked hard. I was like, that's easy. It's actually pretty hard. Alright, as you can see, cabbage is all cut. Now, on to the next step. So Ashton got his pot filled up with water. Got mine right here, gonna fill up with water. Put the cabbage in the water. Boil, bring it down so it doesn't bubble up and everything. Now, Ashton had a jar, but I don't actually have a jar, so I'm gonna use a lunchbox. It has almost the same sealing mechanism, right? That's all ready. It's just preparing itself. I've left the red cabbage. I leave it for 30 minutes. Check on it, put it on the heat if I have to, and then switch off the coffee actually. Pour the coffee into a container, put some clean film on it because I couldn't find another box like I did. Let me know in the comments if you are doing this. If you're not, what ingredients would you use if you were to do this? All in the comments, let me know. Yeah, we'll get back to it.
Just set this. Ready? Yeah, man, let's do it.
When coffee's done, look. Nice and rich, that's what we want. Then cheese. Look, I said I spilled it. Don't worry about this mess, guys. Alright, so yeah, that's all done. I'm gonna put that in a bowl, put the top in it, and cover it. So let's get straight to it. Before I show you how I do the coffee, look what I just noticed with the cabbage. It's kind of bluish, purplish. What do you guys think of this color? Look at that. Either way, gonna let that sit for a little longer.
It's going to be about 30 minutes so far. So we're halfway through the process of cooking. I'm just going to open this up. As you can see, it's bubbling away right now. I just quickly get a spoon, and if I push down, you'll see how dark that's got now. So it's become like a rich, like purpley red colour. And yeah, well that's running away. What you really want to do, I've taken it off because of the video, but if you've got an extractor fan, it's great to switch it on. It's just a bit loud normally if I put it on, but that way if you've got any of the smells coming off it, which I'll be honest are quite potent, especially if you're using garden plants, they really just, they let off quite a nasty smell. So I'd switch one on if you have it. I'm going to leave this on for another 30 minutes now, and I'll probably add a little bit of salt to it, which I've already added a little bit of salt to it, which I've done about 3 more spoons of it, and then I'm going to leave that on for now, and I'll get back to you in 30 minutes time when I'll show you the finished product and how to apply it to the t-shirt. So welcome back, this is the final stage of the making. So what I'm going to just do, I'll just show you how to transfer over the liquid into the jar with the clothing. I'm just going to use one of these tubs. It comes in like 2 parts, so it's just easier, but if not, you can use a sieve, or you can just use like the edge of this to kind of strain it off. You just slowly pour it. Be careful because it is going to be very hot. I just push down with the fork just to make sure I get all of the juices out. And take your jar, and I wouldn't close the jar because if you kind of lock the heat in there, I mean there's a chance it can explode. Because when you're trapping heat in a cold jar, it's not often the best idea. Alright, and you want to be kind of just careful with this. You just want to pour.
So I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. Right, I've got my glass jar here. I'm gonna pour our coffee mixture into here. Got our top here, as you can see. Now what I wanted to do actually is to get a hairband and then crystal areas I want essentially have a pat. So I'm gonna get a hairband, tie it up, pop it in. Back with the hairbands right here. Gonna just quickly tie this up. There we go. You meant to have a stick in the middle and twist around the stick, but I got my fingers good enough. I'm gonna try and keep it in the same shape, but with just a hairband squeezing. There we go. One on the other side. The more crystals, the better, I would say. It's all about being creative. having a bit of fun with it. So there we go. It's all twisted up in the middle. Bit closer for you. It's all kind of twisted, but it's all in place, all ready to use. I'm just gonna simply sink it in. So yeah, just gonna sink it in the coffee. I should have used something else on my fingers because this is piping hot. I want to cover it with clean film actually, so that it's got some type of lid. Leave it for 24 hours, come back tomorrow morning, see how it looks. So I'm back. Time to check our cabbage, see how it's looking. Yeah. That's the colour we wanted, that rich reddish purplish. It's beautiful. Right. That's completely done, so I need to drain it within there, put the top inside, and that's it. So now I'm going to drain this one. I'm not going to use the hairband. I'm just going to fold it as I would usually. I'm going to overfold it, so I'm going to fold the sleeves once or twice. Alright, that should hold in place. So I'm going to pop it in, push it down, make sure I can get the whole thing. This is going to be hot, hot, hot. I'm going to flip this over. Let's get both sides. Trench. Happy with that. I'm going to now just close it. And like we've done to the coffee top, let that sit overnight, 24 hours. So we've got our two tops here, red cabbage on the left, coffee on the right. We'll leave this for 24 hours, come back tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. So hey, it's the next day. Left the clothes in the natural dyes, or the food dyes, overnight. But this morning I actually got past. Let me show what I got. Easy slides, woo! These are what they look like if anybody's wondering. Anyway, downstairs. So, made it downstairs, got the two tops. I'm gonna drain the dye. I'm gonna chuck it in the washing machine as Ashton said, and then let that dry, and I'll show you the finished product. So, as you saw, we just put them in the washing machine, and now they're just drying up over there. So as you can slightly tell, the red cabbage has turned green or blue, or like tea or mint. That's not even mint. But the coffee, it turned out pretty nice. Of course, these aren't fully dry yet, so for the finished product, but it's just a quick look. I like the coffee actually. Yeah, this didn't. Yeah, let me not say anything. This flopped. This did not go to plan at all. But this one did. I'm happy with that. So the tops are finally dry. Got them both here. Let me show you how it turned out. Here's the first one. It hasn't really, nothing spectacular. It doesn't even look like it's dyed. The red cabbage did not work. It's in real life you can tell it's tinted, but on the camera it looks like it's just white. Honestly, that's a red cabbage. Now for the coffee. Here we have the coffee. Now this turned out much better. In real life it's nice. It's a deeper brown, like a sandy brown you could describe it as. I'm really happy with that. What do you guys think? Tell me, what is your favorite cabbage, red cabbage, or the coffee? Mine is definitely the coffee.
Yeah, so this is pretty much how the shirt's turned out. As you can see, it's gone like a bit of like a greeny turquoise colour. Right now I'm just gonna have to leave it. I'm gonna have to take off the line because it's dried now, and then I'll give it an iron. That way it just locks in the colour, and it stops it for if you wash it, coming out as easy. And that's also what the salt did as well. And then from there I'll go and put it in the washing machine, and I just give it a wash because it kind of stinks of vinegar and salt from the boiling process, and also like the cabbage and onion.
So that's it. You know, you've seen Ashton's final red cabbage, and you've seen my red cabbage and the coffee. That's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try out making some natural dyed tops, and if so, send me DM on Instagram to see me wearing them. Check out my Instagram and I'll have pictures. I'll put one here. But yeah, check out my Instagram to see the full picture. Everything's linked in the description below. I also wanted to say thank you to Ashton for coming through, helping us out, teaching us how to make natural dyed clothes. Don't forget to check out his Instagram, I'll link it in the bio, and check out I.Dentify as well. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Kanchefu. If you're new, as I said, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a like. Thank you for watching. My name is Kanchefu. Have a good day, morning, night, or evening. I'll see you in the next one.